Today, we're looking back at the top 9 paternity stories of 2019. These are the guests you watched, you commented on, and you shared the most this year. Let the countdown begin. Starting with number 9, we kick off the list with Porsche. Porsche admitted to seeing 2 men at the same time, Kenneth and Bakari. Soon after, Porsche discovered she was pregnant with twins. Now Porsche and her mother, Vina, fear the twins could have different fathers. You know, the doctors have told me that's a 1,000,000 to 1 shot.
Yeah, it is.
And by the way, it's happened twice on our show.
I know that.
Both Kenneth and Bakari want to be the father of the twins.
I remember when we picked out the babies' names. I chose to name her son Bakari Jr., and we picked out Brooklyn's name together.
I want to be proven to be the father because I love my kids. I'd rather go without just so they can have what they need.
But Porsche's mom, Vina, believes one of them would make the better dad.
This gentleman over here needs to go to parenting classes before he can take care of a pet rock.
Here were the results. Kenneth, you are not the father. Bakari, you are the father. In the case of 2-year-old Brooklyn, Kenneth, you are not the father. Bakari, you are the father. You have to allow him to get involved.
You're right, Maury. Yes, you did. You're right.
Next up on our top 9 list is 18-year-old Alexis and 19-year-old Nate. These two are no longer a couple, but have dedicated themselves to co-parent this baby together.
I don't care what the results come back. If it comes back and he's my son or if he's not my son, I will treat him with the respect that he deserves.
However, there's one person who's praying Nate is not the father. Alexis's own mother, Melissa.
He's not the father!
That's my son.
Okay. He's not the father!
And
That's my son.
Melissa believes the baby looks nothing like Nate and that Alexis cheated on him multiple times.
If you would have kept your legs closed, we wouldn't be in this situation. I'm disgusted!
Alexis believes otherwise and thinks her mom should mind her business. Take a look at this family drama.
Oh, just because you have red hair, that's my son? No.
Lady, sit down.
No.
Why don't you close your legs?
Melissa, have a seat. In the case of 6-week-old Atreus, Nate, you are not. Coming in at number 7 is Kirsten and her ex-boyfriend, Hunter. Hunter called the show for a paternity test because he believed that Kirsten's new husband, Tanner, was the father of her child, not him. Although Kirsten agrees that her son looks like Tanner, she's sure Hunter is the father.
You are Maverick's dad. You know it.
I don't know
You
that.
know it. Yes, you do.
I wouldn't be on here if I didn't know.
Kirsten and Tanner are raising her child together, and they both want Hunter to step up and stop denying his child.
I want him to either man up and be a man and be in the kid's life or to get away from him.
Watch this.
In the case of 8-month-old Maverick, Hunter, you are the father.
Our next story involves 3 sisters, Leanne, Hope, and Leslie. Throughout their entire lives, the sisters have been denied by the man they believe to be their father, Leonard. Leonard has doubts because his ex Michelle supposedly slept with other men around the time the sisters were born.
I found a love letter that Michelle had written to another man.
But Michelle is certain that Leonard is the father of her 3 daughters.
Have you ever given your daughters any idea that another person might be their father?
Absolutely not. Why should I? If you look at them, look at him. There's no denying that they belong to him.
Check out the DNA results that brought 30 years of questions to an end.
You are the father. You are the father. You are the father.
You hurt me!
Here at the Maury Show, we are used to fathers denying their babies. But a mother denying her baby? This was a first. 36-year-old Meek has lived her entire life thinking she doesn't belong because of her skin complexion.
My mother told me that I was not her biological daughter. Do you know how it feels to deal with that over and over again?
Her mother, Laverne, says Meek is not her biological daughter and that Meek was switched at birth.
I am so sorry that I offended you for 36 years. How do you think I
I feel to look at you and know I cannot make blonde hair blue-eyed baby.
Oh my God.
I can't make it out of
All Meek has ever wanted was her mother's love and for her mother to admit she's her daughter. Here were the emotional maternity results. In the case of 36-year-old Meek, Laverne, you are the mother!
Oh my God! Oh my God! I love you. I'm so sorry.
Next up on the list, we have Madison, her mother Jana, and Madison's boyfriend Nathan. Jana is here today to prove to Nathan that he is not the father of her grandson, and that Madison is trying to trap him into raising another man's child.
She sleeps around with everybody. Everybody. She's a whore. I do not.
Madison admits she slept with another man, but is positive that Nathan is the father.
He has my round face, but he has Nathan's eyes. He's got Nathan's
Nathan believes he's the father and that Jana needs to mind her own business.
I wish she'd butt out. It's none of her business.
I'm not going to.
Take a look at this dramatic DNA reveal. Nathan, you are not.
I told you. I am not a bad person.
As the saying goes, 2 is company, 3's a crowd. This seems to be the case in April and Ian's situation. Ian's cousin, Tamika, is certain that he is not the father of April's babies. Why did she lie?
She got an agenda, Maury.
Because she
got an
upset
agenda?
cousin and she trying to
Wait.
sleep with my man.
What?
Oh, I slept with
Ian is taking his cousin's side and thinks April's children have different fathers.
They look like they about 2 different people. They look like they about 2 different people.
like her mom.
April is fed up with Tamika's involvement and can't wait to prove her wrong. In the case of 1-year-old Cash, Ian, you are the father. In the case of 2-month-old Alea, Ian, you are the father. Our next story on the countdown may be the most shocking of them all. For 4 years, we DNA tested 17 men to try to find the father of Shalanda's daughter. You are not. But this time, Shalanda was here for a different reason. Her husband, Tyrell, had a secret. You wanted to do this, so tell her.
I have stepped outside of our marriage.
Are you serious?
Let him tell you the whole thing, Shalanda.
What whole thing?
There's more. Tell her who it's been with.
What?
It's been with Deanna.
My daughter?
Go ahead, Terrell. Finish it off.
Oh,
Baby Sire's my son.
my grandbaby.
After realizing her grandbaby could be Tyrell's son, an emotional Shalanda said their marriage was over.
That's the lowest you could ever do to me. Ever.
There was only one thing left to do. In the case of 23-month-old Sire, Terrell, you are not. Finally, at the #1 spot on our top 9 countdown of 2019 is the story of 2 brothers. Sophia first brought her 2 sons, Malachi and Zai Kwan, to the show 14 years ago for a DNA test. In the case of 4-year-old Zaquan, Michael, you are not the father. In the case of 9-month-old Malachi, Michael, you are not. When it comes to 10-month-old Malachi, Darlene and Patrick, you are the grandfather. Sadly, a few years later, Malachi and Zai Kwan lost their mother in a tragic car accident, and they were separated from each other. Malachi went to live with his biological paternal grandmother, and Michael, the man who was proven not to be the father 14 years ago, stepped up to raise Zai Kwan. In a special Where Are They Now segment, we surprised the brothers by reuniting them for the first time since their mother's death. Here's the thing, Malachi. They don't know you're here, okay? So I'm going backstage. I'm going to see them and bring them out, okay? I know you have two sisters named Kirsten and Chantel, and you haven't seen them in a long time. Guess what? Here they are, Kirsten and Chantel. Well, there you have it, the top 9 DNA stories of 2019. Thanks for watching. Have a happy new year, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, if you want to see more Maury content, click here. And be sure to subscribe to be the first to know about new videos.